We are up and running. It is December 25th, 2022. Certainly a good 22 years past where I thought I would survive. And I remember being a little kid and thinking, the turn of the century, I'll be 51 years old. I'll never live that long. Here we are. Merry Christmas to you all, those of you who've shown up here. It looks like we're getting a crowd. Steve DeHaas is the first man in on YouTube. Rhonda Scott Merrick and Keith Shaw. And Keith Shaw says, Happy Chinese Dinner Day to all. That's my story. Cliff Wagner and Ann Mintz are coming up and stopping off at Noodle 88, my favorite Chinese restaurant, and picking up some food. And we'll eat as Charlie the dog mooches. He's right there behind me. You can see him back there. He's being a good dog this morning, a little out of character for him, but there you have it. And I see Rich Fowler is here, and Dave Mason over in Scotland, and Kathy Craw in Canada, Deb Libby Clark in Ambler, Ken Nashif in the Great Northwest with Oreo the dog, and Charlie Ortolani and Melissa Fleming over there in Massachusetts. Debbie Daniels is sunny but cold here in Florida. My dear, you do not know cold in Florida, but I get the idea. So let's do a little cloink here. Bunny Barnes is awake. Ann Mintz is here. And John Hubner and Jeanette maybe over there in Lima, Ohio. Rhonda Scott Merrick. Michael Tierson and Joe McKessie. Hey, man. Joe McKessie, I clunk you all, is another guitar player who is a friend of Steve Mann's out there in California. It's good to see you here, Joe. And Cal Landau is here, my old Kent State friend, and Steve Fishman, Kathy Marzik, Steve Davidson, and Jim Greco. Yo, yo, yo. That's the Philadelphia version of Ho, 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 I think. And I think I'll start off with a little bit of music here. It's going to be a kind of some Christmas and some not Christmas. So this first one was a request from Lori Payne, and I don't know if Lori is here right now. Alan Kane is here, and that rhymes with Lori Payne, so that'll have to be good enough. Hi, Alan. So a lot of people who aren't normally here because it's Christmas morning and they've opened all their presents and they've torn all the wrapping paper up, and they're looking for something to do, and I'm it. So here we go for Lori Payne, who will hear the replay if she's not here now. Have yourself a merry little Christmas, and I hope you all do. And I'm going to take another little swig of coffee here. I'm already on the decaf. This is cup number 3, which is a lot for me in the morning. 2 of them have been decaf. So let me say some more hellos. I see a lot of people are stopping in here. And let me go back up here. So we had Ellen Kane and Donna Greenberg, Bernd Bookman, George Young, Carol Pred, Tom Dietz. Lots of good friends here. Pam Zappardino, Mike Verbeck. As I said, Joe McKessie is here. And I saw your post about your kitty, Joe. That was really touching and really beautiful. Lori Damiano, good to see you, Laura. And who else am I missing here? Steve Edelman. Kate Petrella, my old friend from Euclid, Ohio. Chris Layden out there in Colorado. Bunny Barnes. C.J. Clark, Deb Libby Clark's hubby, and a great bass player. And like that. That's everybody I see to date. So this next one was a request by Carol Pred, and I've never performed this tune. I've never met this man before in my life. But I thought I'd give it a shot, so it might be a little, it's such a beautiful song. And the words are so powerful, and it comes from Paul Simon. Many's the time I've been mistaken, and many times confused. Yes, and I've often felt forsaken, and certainly misused. But I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm just weary to my bones. Still, you don't expect to be bright and bon vivant, so far away from home, so far away from home. I don't know a soul who's not been battered. I don't have a friend who feels at ease. I don't know a dream that's not been shattered or driven to its knees. Oh, but it's all right. It's all right, for we've lived so well so long. Still, when I think of the road we're traveling on, I wonder what went wrong. I can't help it, I wonder what went wrong. And I dreamed I was dying. I dreamed that my soul rose unexpectedly, and looking back down at me, smiled reassuringly. And I dreamed I was flying, and high above, my eyes could clearly see the Statue of Liberty sailing away to sea. I dreamed I was flying. But we come on the ship they call the Mayflower, We come on the ship that sailed the moon. We come in the age's most uncertain hour, and sing an American tune, but it's all right. All right, all right. You can't be forever blessed. Still, tomorrow's gonna be another working day, and I'm trying to get some rest. That's all, I'm just trying to get some rest. American Tune by Paul Simon. My favorite version that I've heard of that song was by Juliana Burke, who's the daughter of Susie Burke and the late David Surratt. And she did it on one of their family concerts, and it just blew me away. Anyhow, I kind of got through it pretty well, I think, so I'm content. I did my best. So next up, let me see who else is here. There are a lot of people. And who I missed, maybe. Bill Adams is here, and Aisling Bain, and Keith Shaw, and Mike Carr, and Mark Steele. Great. And Michael Miller down in North Carolina. One of the two Michael Millers of my acquaintance. Actually 3, but one of them has passed away. And Daniel C. Midi Carvalho from Brazil. Welcome aboard. And Ann Caston, my dear friend from Ohio. Good to see you all here. So this next one was a request from Deb Levy Clark, who has been listening to some Chet Baker stuff and wanted something from the Chet Baker songbook. Chet Baker was a wonderful trumpet player and vocalist, really an amazing singer. And he was also a star-crossed individual who had serious drug problems and many misadventures in his life, and died when he was about 52. There's a wonderful movie called Let's Get Lost, which is a documentary about his life, and I found a copy on YouTube, which I linked to Deb, and then I also found a copy that you could buy or rent on YouTube, so I bought it immediately. If you buy it in SD instead of HD, big fucking deal, it's like $5 or something. And I watched it again last night, and it is just so moving, and he was so amazing. Chet Baker. Anyhow, this is one of many songs which were part of his repertoire. I do a lot of songs that Chet Baker did, but I don't often do them on here. The other one, I thought about doing one called You Don't Know What Love Is. I thought it was a little dark for Christmas morning. I thought I'd leave that for another day. This one is a little happier. And I'm going to get rid of this capo. I think I'll be able to sing it. I can't remember if I used to sing it at the 2nd fret, but I think I can get through it here. Jack Haas is here and Susan Kohuth. And listening from bed. Well, good. And I hope Jerry is there too. I hope he doesn't have to work on Christmas Day. Jerry works for Wise Markets. And Brian Kuiper. Hi, Brian. Just making sure I try to cover all the bases here. Lately I find myself out gazing at stars, hearing guitars like someone in love. Sometimes the things I do astound me, mostly whenever you're around me. Lately I seem to walk as though I had wings, bump into things like someone in love. Each time I look at you, the stars shine above, and I'm feeling like someone in love. Yes, lately I seem to walk as though I had wings. I bump into things like someone in love. Each time I look at you, the stars shine above, and I'm feeling like someone. I'm feeling like someone in love. Like someone in love. I composed a new line for that, for this morning. I was in the shower this morning thinking, I can't sing that line again, because there's a line in the second verse what it actually reads is, each time I look at you, I'm limp as a glove. Now, in the early part of the 20th century, that line probably would have gone over fine, but in this modern, more graphic era about, sexuality and stuff, if you say, gosh, my dear, you make me go as limp as a glove, it's not smiled upon. So, I have a dog hair in my mouth, I think. So I came up with The Stars Shine Above, and I'm going with that. Okay. So Jambone Jim, welcome aboard on YouTube, and I think I said hello to most everyone. Gina Adams, hi Gina. She's a friend of Brian Kuiper's, I do believe. And Toby Simmons is here from the West Coast, and Amy Roche. And my buddy Larry Pattis. Again, Larry Pattis is a great guitarist. Larry, if you're doing any online stuff, do feel free to plug it on here. I don't always keep track of everybody, so you might get another listener or two. Okay, I think I'm kind of caught up. Jerry Cowan is out trying to unfreeze the pipes at Jerry and Susan's house. Good luck with that. And always a good idea, because when they unfreeze themselves, things get dampish in the house sometimes. So it's time for announcements. Hello to the Invisibles, Bill Rubenstein, Joel Biget, Mike Stillman, and Mario Prue, who built this fine guitar. And to Judith Fox and Kate Mack and Linda Worster and Kit Serikaku. And any other invisible people who I've not seen, or anyone I've just managed to ignore here. And as usual, if you want to leave a little Christmas gift for us, there's the PayPal link right there. Charlie has descended to the floor. You can't see him anymore. He was on that chair for a long time. And he's being a very good dog. He got a special Christmas treat this morning, which I will put up on YouTube later. On Facebook later today. I took him to the park, and the park was really empty. Christmas morning at 8 a.m. or 7:30, there's nobody at the park. Everybody's still home except me and my demanding dog. So I thought, there's this huge field. I've never trusted him off lead here. Today's the day. How bad could it go? So I let him off lead, and for the first 10 minutes or so, he was a really great dog. Every time he started to get a little too far away, I called him back, and he came immediately. And that's the part I videoed. So that video will go up, at least an excerpt, a slice of the free dog at the park. And then we got to the point where he quit listening and quit coming back. So I caught up with him while he was sniffing something and put him back on lead. And it was great because he got a Christmas treat. I got to try him out off lead, and he was pretty obedient at first. And then also at the end, he made it clear that he's not to be trusted. So I won't do anything as foolish as that when there's other people in the park now, So there you go. That's Charlie's Christmas. And then he'll get to see his friends Clifford and Ann in a while. And if we're lucky, Cliff and Ann will bring me a check from Vintage Instruments. My friend Fred Oster and Catherine Jacobs, who own Vintage Instruments, I gave them the Waterloo WWLK, the Kelcroydon model Waterloo, to sell a couple at Thanksgiving. I gave it to them, and it's gone. It's sold almost immediately. So I have a little money coming in. It'll go into the guitar fund for when my pre-war guitar is ready. And in the meantime, I have some guitars, in case you hadn't noticed. So that's my announcements. I'm on today. I'm on tomorrow, Monday. Tuesday, I think Cozy and Charlie are not sure whether they're going to be back or not. They may, in fact, stop off here tomorrow on their way home. They're visiting relatives down in this neck of the woods. So I think they weren't sure whether they're doing a show. You can check Cozy's page. She might have updated that. And Wednesday, I'll be back. And Wednesday will be the big Zoom. So sometime today, maybe I'll put up the Zoom link on the Denizens page. And we will meet up at 2 p.m. on Wednesday for an hour of scintillating conversation. And then we'll follow that up with a concert, one of my regular concerts at 3 p.m. So hope you'll tune in for that if you're a denizen, if you're one of the regulars here. And if you are a regular here but are not on the Denizens private face group page, then you could email me at raleigh@raleigh.brown.com, and I will either invite you to the Denizens page, which is what I did with somebody recently, Debbie Daniels, if I remember correctly, or I will just send you the Zoom link, and you can join in and say hello and tell us where you're from and how you know me, or whether you know me, or whether you care whether you know me, or whether you know Charlie, or maybe you knew Charlie in an earlier iteration. Who knows? Anyhow, so moving on, my friend Steve DeHaas, who was the first man in here, wrote me the other day and said, you know, that I'm not much on Christmas carols, but there's one that I really like, and it's called The Holly and the Ivy. So I listened to it, and of course I know it, I just didn't know it by its name. And it has the same problem for a guitar player that many of the Christmas carols have, which is it's only 8 bars long. You know, the whole tune just goes do, do, do. And so you can repeat it again. There's no bridge, there's no, change in the chorus. It's just that one line. So I was messing around with it, and then I realized it is, Anne said she's stopping by Fred's to pick up the check. Yes! I realized it's almost the same tune as another favorite of mine, which is the Cherry Tree Carol. So I just thought I'd mess around with the two of them. And David Axler is here. Hey, Dave Axler. Another old friend from Philadelphia days. And George Young. And I said hi to Debbie Daniels, I think. And I think I've said hi to everyone who's here. I said hi to Jeanette, I think. I said hi to John and said Jeanette was probably listening. Jackie Damsky, I missed her. Hi, Jackie. So let me get to work here. I've been talking too much. So the holly and the ivy and the cherry tree carol, a kind of combination of the two, and a little bit of messing around with them as well. Tried to stay fairly close. My friend Mary Ellen is here. Hi, Mary. I hope you're doing well. And so I'm going to still do a couple more for you because it's Sunday and it's Christmas. And I wanted to do an original. It was requested that I do 4 Days Till Christmas again, and I thought I did that. I just did that on Wednesday when it was actually 4 Days Till Christmas, and it's also on. There's a version on YouTube if you ever want to go hear it. Just search Raleigh Brown 4 Days Till Christmas. In the meantime, I thought I would do something a little happier. And I will use my little cool tuner here. That's good. Yeah, this is good. That's better. That's a pretty cool little tuner, this thing that fits in the sound hole. Made by Diodario. Sound hole chromatic tuner. You can look it up. Hear those birds a-singin', see those leafy trees, smell that new-mown grass at dawn, feel the morning breeze. Turn on all your senses, ain't that sky so blue? Get out into nature, that's what I'm gonna do. Well, I went out to the park and I sat down in the grass. I was remembering that beetle who sang all things must pass. And I thought about enlightenment and how I'd see it through. You know, I'm getting near my sell-by date. There'd be a lot for me to do. I want to hear what can't be heard. I want to see what can't be seen. I want to travel the cosmos in a yellow submarine. I want to learn the songs of birds and go with them as they fly. I want to spend more time outside, 'cause time is passing by. I asked a friend on his deathbed what he'd regret when he died. He said he wished he'd had more women and that he'd spend more time outside. I don't care about the women, well, maybe just a few, but I plan to spend more time outside. That at least is true. I want to hear what can't be heard. I want to see what can't be seen. I want to travel the cosmos in a yellow submarine. I want to learn the songs of birds and go with them as they fly. I want to spend more time outside, 'cause time is passing by. Spend more time outside. Donna says, I love those great cheeky lyrics. Was I being cheeky? I don't know. Jack Haas says, things are still good well beyond their sell-by date. It's true. I'm still hanging in there anyhow. So I'll leave you with this. This actually is kind of my favorite Christmas song because not so much the words or anything, but because of the structure of it is so beautiful. And it was written by Mel Torme, and it's called The Christmas Song. So be happy. And be healthy. And be brave. And be calm. Be kind. It's a snap. And if you get cranky, take a nap. If you get cranky, take a nap. Wishing you all much love on this Christmas morning, and I'll hope to see you soon. Both from Charlie and me. Charlie is just asleep on the floor. You can have a quick look at him before we go. There he is. Up. He just moaned. Hello. He shows you his belly, and then he rolls over, and if we wait, the eyes may close again. Or he may, there he goes. Okay, so thanks for joining me again.